is a geometric series sum of geometric sequence? Geometric series is the indicated sum of the terms of a geometric sequence and is denoted by S sub n. Instead of using A sub n because that is looking for the for the n term, kapag hinahanap naman daw po natin yung sum, we're using S sub n. This is the formula. S sub n is equal to the first term times 1 minus r raised to n all over 1 minus r, where r should not be equal to 1. If there is, this formula will be used if there's no last term. Okay po, mamaya makikita natin, alin ba dyan yung mga walang last term. This formula naman po, second formula, is used if there is a last term. Ito po, there's no last term. This formula will be used kapag meron naman daw pong last term. S sub n is equal to A sub 1 minus the last term times the common ratio all over 1 minus r, where r should not be equal to 1. If your r is equal to 1, then S sub n is equal to n times A sub 1. So you need to be careful, or you need to identify the common ratio mamaya para at least alam natin kung ano yung formula yung gagamitin natin. If r, or the common ratio, is negative 1, and the number of term is even, therefore the formula is S sub n equal to 0. If the common ratio is negative 1 and n is odd, S sub n equal to A sub 1. Now, this formula is very important. Pwede nyo po yung screenshot, pwede nyo po yung kopyahin, para at least you have an idea po sa mga formula for geometric sequence po, or for the geometric series, for the sum of geometric sequence. Let's have this example. 3, 6, 12, 24. We're looking for the sum of the first 6 terms kasi we're looking for S sub 6. Ang tanong ko po, Megumi, do we have last term? Meron ba tayong last term?
Wala po,
Wala
ma'am.
po. Kasi ilang number lang
Yung 6
meron
po.
tayo?
Ay, hindi.
Ilang number lang po meron? Dito po.
4, ma'am.
4 lang. Ilan yung total na kailangan hanapin? Total ng ilan? 6.
6 po.
Very good for that po. So this is the given. The first term is 3, number of term is 6, the common ratio is 2, and we're looking for the sum of the 6th term. Now, sabi nga ni Megumi, wala tayong last term. So therefore, this formula ang gagamitin po natin kasi wala tayong last term. Okay po. So let's have that formula, S sub n equal to the first term times 1 minus r raised to n all over 1 minus r. So kapag ganyan yung given, tandaan nyo kagad ito yung formula na gagamitin. Okay po. So maganda memorize nyo rin yung formula na yan. Substitute the value. We're looking for S sub 6. 3 daw po. 3 for the first term. The quantity of 1 minus, copy lang po. Ratio is 2 raised to 6. 2 raised to 6 daw po. Bakit siya naging 6, ma'am? Kasi po ang ating n ay 6. All over 1, copy 1. The common ratio here is 2, so that is na 1 minus 2. Nasundan po. Bago akong mag-simplify. Nasundan po ba? Nakakasunod po.
Opo, ma'am.
Okay po. S sub 6 is equal to 3 times, simplify po, 2 raised to 6. And 2 raised to 6 daw po is 64. 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 is 64 daw po. Okay? Because that is 2 raised to 6. Then 1 minus 2 is negative 1. Since 2 is higher than 1 and the sign of 2 is negative. Kaya po naging negative 1. Simplify, subtract naman po natin yung terms o mga numbers na nasa loob ng parenthesis. So, mangyayari kay 3, bring down 3. 1 minus 64 is negative 64. Hindi po siya subtract ha. Since may parenthesis, ibig sabihin po imumultiply natin. So, 3 times negative 63 is negative 189 divided by negative 1. Cancel negative and the answer will be 189. The sum of the first 6 term of a sequence is 189. Tanong po. May tanong? Kung wala, let's proceed.
Wala na po, ma'am.
Okay po. Find the sum of the first 10 terms. The question is, meron ba tayong last term? Jehu, may last term po ba?
Wala po, ma'am.
Let's have Josh. Josh, what is the first term?
1 po.
1. What is the common ratio? Ano po kaya ang ating common ratio? Observe nga natin yung ating sequence. Saan kaya natin minultiply ang first term para makuha yung second term at para makuha yung third term?
Sa 1 na po,
Okay,
ma'am.
very good. Thank you for that. First term is 1. Tama naman po si Josh. Number of term is 10 since we're looking for the sum of 10 terms. The common ratio is 1/2 and we're looking for the sum of first 10 terms. Medyo madami tayong hinahanap. So sabi mo nga po natin wala tayong last term and this is the formula to be used. So this is the formula. Substitute the value to the formula. Ma'am, antindi naman po ng computation na yan. Kaya po natin yan. First term is 1 times the quantity of this one po. So that is now 1 minus 1/2 raised to 10. Then close all over 1 minus 1/2. Ang 1/2 raised to 10 daw po is 1 over 1024. Check nga natin ulit. 2 times 2 is 4 times 2 is 8 times 2 is 16 times 2 is 32 times 2 64 times 2 is 128 times 2 is 256 times 2 is 512 times 2 is 1024. So therefore, 2 raised to 10 is 1024. Ito po siya. Then simplify now, yung copy denominator 1 minus 1/2. Anong nangyari? Bakit po ito ma'am naging 1024 over 1024? Tapos nawala na po yung 1. Pag minultiply po natin si 1 sa mga number na to, ang kalalabasan pa rin naman po ay yung number po na ito. Okay? So, na-simplify na siya. Ma'am, bakit po naging 1024 over 1024 po ito? Kasi po, ang gusto nating mangyari ay masimplify natin silang dalawa. Since ito po ay whole number, gawin natin siyang fraction. Paano natin siya express into fraction? Kung ano ang denominator po ng nandito sa kabila, gagawin lang natin siya dito sa 1. So, ang denominator mo rin is 1024. Siyempre, yung numerator mo rin is 1024. Bakit po? Pag dinivide mo kasi yung dalawang yan, ang sagot pa rin naman yan ay 1. Okay po? Sagot pa rin yan 1. 1024 divide 1024 is 1. Para lang masimplify lang natin itong may fraction po na ito. Since pareho na siya ng denominator, masisimplify na natin siya. So, ang nangyari po, ito po ay 1024 over 1024 minus 1 over 1024. Pwede mo nang isubtract si 1024 minus 1. Tapos, copy na lang natin yung denominator. Kaya, mangyari sa kanya, ayun, na-simplify na kagad. Tapos, ito po, 1 minus 1/2 is 1/2. Isa, bawasan ng kalahati is kalahati. Tama naman. So, that is na 1/2. 124 minus 1 is 1,024, sorry. 1,024 minus 1 is 1,023. Copy the common denominator. The common denominator is 1,024. Now, sabi ko po sa rule natin, pag nagdi-divide tayo ng fractions, this is fraction din po ang denominator. Get the reciprocal po ng denominator and change the operation from division to multiplication. So, nangyari po sa kanya, naging 2 over 1. Then, simplify lang po. Ang ginawa dito, sinimplify na kagad. 1024 is divisible by 2 also. 2 divide 2 is 1. Lagyan natin ng... Okay, itong dalawa pong na to ay pwede mong i-simplify. Pwede po tayong gumamit ng cancellation. Divisible siya pareho sa 2. So, 2 divide 2 is 1. Ito po ay pag dinivide din sa 2 is equal to 512. Okay po? Kasi divisible siya by 2. 1,023 times 1 is 1,023. 512 times 1 is 512. So therefore, that is now the answer. That is now the sum. May tanong po? Any question? Magtanong po kasi mamaya magpo-proceed na tayo sa isa pang example. Hindi na natin ito mababalikan. Meron po bang part na nalilito para uulitin ko po?
Ma'am, paano po nakuha yung 512?
Yung 512 dito po. Itong part po na ito.
Opo, ma'am.
Okay.
Diyan po, sir.
Sige po. Kasi dito daw po, yung 2 and 1024, since this is multiplication, you can cancel po, you can apply cancellation sa 2 and 1024. Ganito po yung nangyari. Si 2 daw po, i-divide natin sa 2. 2 divide 2 is 1. So, kaya po meron tayo ditong 1. 1024, i-divide natin sa 2. Yung 1 po, disregard muna yung 0, 2, and 4. Yung 1 po ba pwedeng ma-divide sa 2? Pwede po bang ma-divide sa 2? Yung 1? Since hindi siya pwedeng ma-divide sa 2, mag-move ka ngayon sa dalawang number na. So, that is now 10. 10 divide 2 ay 5. Wala po siyang remainder, di ba? So, next ka na. 2 divide 2 is 1. And 4 divide 2 is 2. So, the answer now in dividing 1024 by 2 is 512. Tanong po?
Dito, ma'am. Thank you po.
Okay po. Any question po? O, turuan ko pa kayo na shortcut. Sige po, question muna. Para isang...
Ma'am, paano po ulit nakuha yung 2 over 1?
Yung 2 over 1 po. Di ba ito po ay 1/2? Sabi po natin, pag nag-divide tayo ng fraction, we get the reciprocal of the denominator. So, kung siya ay 1/2, ang mangyayari po, babalik ta rin lang natin siya. Magiging 2 over 1.
Okay po. Salamat.
Okay po. Another shortcut po sa pag-simplify ng fraction. Ito, pwede itong ganito, class. Di ba? 1 minus 1 over 1024. Ang ginagawa ko lang dyan, class, hindi ko na ginagawa to. Pero dun sa mga nalilito, pwede nyo itong gawin. Ang ginagawa ko lang, 1024 times 1. Lovely? Are you there, Lovely? Wala si Lovely?
Ano po, ma'am?
Lovely, 1 times 1024.
1024 po, ma'am.
Then minus 1.
1023 po.
Okay, so 1023. Pwede ang gawin. Then copy now the denominator 1024. Ito na po yan kagad. Okay, pwede po yung ganyan. Nasundan, ito lang siya na-cross multiply. Na-cross lang ako dito. 1024 times 1 is 1024. Since this is minus, minus. Minus ng ilan? Minus lang po ng 1. So, 1024 minus ko lang ng 1 is 1023. Ito na ko kagad. Then, copy ko lang yung denominator na 1024. Okay po. Pero pwede nyo rin itong gamitin. Pero pwede rin po ito. Pwede rin itong gamitin. Okay? Any question? How about this one? A sub 1 equal to 3. Number of terms is 9. The ratio is negative 1. Find the sum of 9 terms. S sub 9 daw po. Okay, for this one, kung mapapansin natin, ang common ratio po is negative 1. Dito meron tayong dalawa dito. Ang common ratio daw po is negative 1. Dapat tayo natin pwedeng even, pwedeng add. Ang 9 po ba, is it even or add? Josh? Hello, Josh? N equal to 9. Is it even or odd?
Even po, ma'am.
Even. Ano ba yung mga even numbers?
1, 3, 9 po, ma'am. 1, 3, 9.
Okay. Double check natin, ha? Class, ano ang odd numbers? Ay, odd, even numbers pala.
2468. 2468.
Opo. Ang even po dapat ay 2468. Ang ating odd po is 13579. Mga may butal. So, since this one is an odd number, So, ito ang titingnan natin ngayon. Ang ratio natin is -1. Ang ating n is odd. So, nasatisfy natin yung condition dito. So, therefore, ang formula na gagamitin natin, ito lang yan. So, very simple. S sub n equal to a sub 1. We're looking for s sub 9. Value of a sub 1 is 3. Therefore, that will be the answer. And we're done. Tapos na po kagad ang example number 3. Question? Wala nang tanong? Sige. Example number 4. First term is 8. Number of terms is 51. Still, the ratio is -1. Ratio is -1. Ang ating n is still odd since this is 51. So, we're looking for s sub 51. Ito yung formula. S sub n equal to the first term. Yun lang siya. S sub 51 equal to the first term, which is 8. And that will be the answer. Tapos po. For that example, tapos na tayo. Pero hindi pa tayo tapos. Meron pang iba pa. Tanong po for these examples. Wala na. Let's have, ba't number 3? Dapat number 4. Number 5 na dapat. Sorry po. Hindi ko nabago. For this one, a sub 1 is 3. Number of term is 12. Ratio is -1. Find the sum of the first 12 terms. Ratio is -1. Number of term is 12 and that is even. This is the formula. S sub n equal to 0. S sub n equal to 0. S sub 12 equal to 0. And that will be the answer. Sana lahat, ma'am, ganyan. Another example. A sub 1 is 8. Number of term is 30. The ratio is -1. Find the sum of the first 30 terms. Ratio is -1. And n is even, and this is 30, and that is even. So therefore, this is the formula. S sub n equal to 0, S sub 30 equal to 0. And that's it. Okay po, pakitandaan yung mga formula na yan. Magagamit niyo yan. Okay, find the sum of the first 5 terms of the geometric series. Meron tayong 5 terms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ibig sabihin po, meron tayong last term. So this is now the given. A sub 1 is 3, number of term is 5, the ratio is 4. 3 times 4 is 12, times 4 is 48, times 4 192, times 4 is 768. Now, sabi po natin, meron tayong last term which is 768. If we have last term, ito naman daw po yung formula na gagamitin natin. Tandaan po natin yung formula na yan. S sub n equal to the first term minus the last term times the common ratio, all over 1 minus r. First term is 3 times 768, which is the last term. Ratio is 4, all over 1 minus the ratio, which is 4. 1 minus 4. Bring down 3, multiply. 4 times 8, 32, carry 3. 4 times 6, 24, plus 3 is 27, carry 2. 4 times 7 is 28, plus 2 is 30. So the answer is 3,072. Then subtract. Let's subtract. So 3 minus 3,072 is negative since 3,072 is higher than 3 and the sign is negative. So we have here negative 3,069. Negative 3,069 po. Then 1 minus negative 4 is negative 3. Both negative numerator and denominator, you can cancel out negative or simply negative divide negative is positive. Let's divide. 3 divide 3 is 1. 0 divide 3 is 0. 6 divide 3 is 2. And 9 divide 3 is 3. So the total is 1,023. The sum is 1,023. May tanong po ba? Wala pong tanong. Now let's have this one. Sum of the terms of an infinite geometric sequence. It means there's no last term. And for this one, the sum of the terms of an infinite geometric sequence with the first term A and the common ratio r where the ratio is less than 1. Ibig sabihin po, pag less than 1, ano po kayo mga less than 1? the common ratio is fraction o kaya naman po decimal. So ano pong gagawin natin sa kanya? May isa pang formula na dapat kayong tandaan. The sum to infinity is equal to the first term over 1 minus r, or sum to infinity is equal to the first term times the quantity of 1 over 1 minus r. This formula is same with this one naman po. Pinaghiwalay lang siya. Pero yan po ay pareho lang din. A sub 1 times 1, ito lang din po yan, A sub 1. All over, same denominator. So that will be the formula. Find the sum to infinity of the geometric sequence 25, 5 over 4, and 5 over 16. For this one, mapapansin po na ang kanyang common ratio is fraction. Kasi, sabi ko nga po, laging tandaan na kapag ang geometric sequence ay decreasing, the common ratio is fraction. Now, for this given sequence, the first term is 20, the common ratio is 1/4. Check nga natin. Ang first term daw is 20, the common ratio is 1/4. 20 times 1 is 20, divide 4 is 5. So that's correct. 5 times 1 is 5, divide 4 is 5 over 4. 5 times 1 is 5, then 4 times 4 is 16. So that's correct po. Now, what is the sum to infinity of this geometric sequence? Ito lang daw po yung formula natin. Sum to infinity equal to the first term all over 1 minus the common ratio, which is 1/4. So you have now 20. So copy 20 now. Simplify po natin to. Yung tinuro ko kanina. Pwede po natin gawin yun. 1 minus 1/4. Multiply lang natin. 4 times 1 is 4. Minus 1 is 3. So the answer is 3 over. Copy the denominator 4. So that is now 3/4. Ayan yung pinakita kong mahaba po. Pwedeng ganyan yung process. Diba? Same lang naman yung sagot. Pwede mo nang hindi ito gawin. Pwedeng diretso ka na lang. 4 times 1 is 4. Minus 1 is 3. So 3. Copy denominator 4. Rules in division of fraction. Copy the numerator 20. Change the operation from division to multiplication. Then get the reciprocal. 3 over 4 becomes 4 over 3. 20 times 4 is 80, divide 3. So that will be the answer. Any question po for the sum to infinity? May tanong po? O wala na, last na pala yon. May tanong po. Any question? Wala na po, sigurado. I'll be stop presenting. Thank you and happy learning everyone, ha. Be careful lang po sa mga sign at sa ating fraction, sa pagsisimplify ng fraction. Okay?